Richie, it's good to see you. We're talking ahead of the game against Rotherham United tomorrow, but a quick look back to the weekend. Yeah. I'm guessing the feeling is still probably a bit of frustration that you only took a point from that game and not all three.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a frustration when you don't win a game of football, but you know, I think when you take the emotion out of it and you spend the weekend and you look back at it, once again, we did some really good things. And I think I said to a couple of lads before, I thought that first 15 minutes was probably up there with some of the best stuff we played in terms of the pressure we put on them. And it was just turning that momentum we had in the early stage of the game into a goal. And I think, you know, when they scored, it was a bit of a sucker punch to us. And then, as they always are, when you get a goal against the run of play, the first shot. But once again, we've done some really good things, and I think moving forward after a review with the lads today, we know where we need to improve and how we need to improve, and it'll come because you know, as I said before, we've signed a lot of players, 12, 13 players, and it takes time to build cohesion, build relationships. But in terms of the style we want them to play and the intensity we want to play at, we're doing what's required. We just need to get that last bit right in the final third, whether that's the final pass, the final decision, that bit of a ruthless edge in them areas of the pitch, which, you know, the players we've got, it'll come, and we're confident of it. But at the same time, we need to keep working hard and keep learning and keep trying to get better to get that result.
And has that been a difficult or an easy message to get to the players of almost trusting the process? Because whilst the results aren't coming in terms of wins, the performances are, so it's just keep doing what you're doing and things will fall into place.
Yeah, definitely. I think for us, me not being a massive data fan, it's all going in the right direction. Every stat and metric is telling us, you know, we're one of the best teams in the league at what we're doing. And I think, like you just said, I think if you stick to the process and stick to the plan, and the players know they're doing the right thing. We players know we're getting in the right positions and we're getting really good chances and opportunities to score. But like we say, you know, we're coaches, we've got to try and help on how we can improve and how we can get better on that. And we certainly done that in this morning with the review. It was a really positive review, but a review with learning in it and how we can improve. And we're confident with the players and the group we've got that we can turn these draws into wins, because you know, history suggests, and my own experiences in the game suggest, if you're playing that well and creating that many opportunities and dominating teams, it will turn. But at the same time, we know we've got to be better in them final moments where we need to be a bit more ruthless and score.
So does tomorrow offer a decent opportunity away from the league where you can try and get that win and just almost act as a springboard in the Virtue Trophy tomorrow night? Yeah,
always. It's always good to play games. We know that. I know people go on about the Tuesday, Saturday, but players love playing games, and you know, I think it's a good opportunity to play a game tomorrow and get a result again. It's going to be a strong team from us. We've got a really good squad here, but it's also a good opportunity for us to get some minutes into lads that need it. But at the same time, it's an opportunity for lads to stake the claim and for Saturday. And we'd done a session this morning and you could feel there was a good intensity this morning, there was a good energy, and I think that the lads know that there's competition for places here, and that's only healthy for the group. And I think for us it starts tomorrow. We're going in it with a mindset where we want to win a game of football, and I think it can be a springboard. It's never straightforward in football. It's not necessarily you win one and then you win the next four, but it breeds confidence, and I think we're confident at the minute, and I think we can take that into tomorrow. And it's a competition we've obviously got success in recent times. Obviously don't speak to the manager probably about that one. I'm not mentioning that.
But it's one of those where it's a competition you staff are taking seriously, and like you say, it could potentially open doors for players as well to put them into the reckoning. Yeah, definitely. And I think, you know, winning breeds confidence, and I think we want to go all the way in any competition that we play. We want to win football matches. I don't want to just be in a tournament where you're not winning games. We want to be in it and win it. And you know, as I say, this group and this squad we've got, there's no reason why we can't go far in this competition, because, as I said to you before, our squad depth here is outstanding at any level really. And I think if we can give the lads the minutes that they need tomorrow, but also it's not just about that, it's about performing and putting in a performance and winning a game of football tomorrow. And what are you expecting from Rotherham United on the night? Yeah, it's always difficult. It's always difficult with these type of games to actually predict what the opposition's going to do, because you don't know what the mindset is for the game on the Saturday. As always, you can expect changes. You can expect maybe a couple of young lads to come in. But Rotherham will be the same. We're all competitive people in this business. They'll want to win the game of football, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me if they do have a few senior boys in there, but sprinkled with a couple of young lads. But again, like we've seen when we played Sheffield Wednesday, you know, there's no easy game, and when young lads come in, they've got an opportunity, they've got a point to prove, and they might want to play on Saturday as well. So there's never an easy game, but for us, we'll be taking it
seriously and respect them what they are and what they do, because they're a good team, and we obviously come across them last year and we know they'll be organised and they'll have a game plan for us.
And just away from on the pitch matters, obviously we're talking on deadline day, 2 arrivals into the group in terms of Marcus Fours and Cyrus Christie. Just talk us through what they will bring to the group.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, they've got masses of championship experience, and I think that's where we all want to be. And I think to bring in players of that calibre who've got them games under the belt, there's a lot of games between the two of them at a good level. Marcus has scored goals at the level. He's been at a big club like this. We were talking this morning about the size of the clubs and similarities in terms of the fan base, and he's showed he can score goals at the level, but he's got a great work ethic, and he's got that variety where he can play left, right, 10, 9. We're looking forward to working with him, and I think to bring someone in with that calibre gives everyone a lift. He's got that bit of quality. He trained this morning. He was excellent. And Cyrus's career speaks for itself. You look at his back catalogue of his career, and his championship experience and all the clubs he's been at, international experience. That can only help us as well. For someone of his age and his experience, we're a young group. I think always bringing people in who've been there, seen it, done it, can help this group and help us grow, because, as I said to you before, we are young, and I think he'll help us in that way. But also, he's a good player. He'll help us on the pitch. Most recently, last season, you can see his performances when he has played. He's done well, and he'll be a really good asset for us moving forward. And
just lastly, just to round it off, how are we availability-wise? Obviously, we've been Saturday, Tuesday for a long time. How is everyone shaping up ahead of tomorrow?
Everyone's good. I said before, touch wood, every wood in the building. We've got a really good squad at the moment. Everyone's fit and well, everyone's hungry. At this stage of the season, everyone wants to play. So we're lucky in terms of that. Obviously, Geordie is one who won't make the game. He's out, and will be out for the foreseeable future in terms of this week. But off the top of my head, everyone else is fine. Obviously, the international lads have gone away, so we miss them too. But again, it's opportunity for other people to come in and stake a claim, because there's competition for places for Saturday now as well.